Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
What's up, everybody? We are back, kicking it stateside, boys, for a special Saturday edition.
Yeah, I'm starting to like
show.
this, man.
Yeah.
We're going to have to really talk about making this switch, I think.
Yeah, so we got a lot of games. We got one that already happened. We got, I think, 5 going on right now, I believe.
Yeah.
The 10 o'clock games are just kicked off. I guess today, what's good about the Saturday games or the Saturday shows is we have live look-ins that we can kind of, once stuff happens, we get like a nice reaction out of it or whatever the case may be. But I think that's the difference between the Tuesdays as opposed to our Saturday ones.
Yeah, I like for the live show having the live look-ins and being able to comment as things are actually going down. So
right on.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah. So I guess today we got we got Southampton looking to stay hot against Wolves. We have, right now we got the Sheffield Arsenal game.
Yeah, this is a big
going
one.
on if you're back home watching on NBC Sports. Revenge game, as I like to put it, for Arsenal to get.
Oh, that was nice.
Nice start already.
Yeah,
Nicola
nice.
Pepe. But yeah. And then later today, we got Chelsea versus Newcastle. I guess part of the poll question I put out there today was with Pulisic. It was reported yesterday that he's going to be out injured until mid-February now, and he has not played since January 1st. So I posed on the poll question, that we're, halfway through the season. The poll question was, Christian Pulisic has had first successful season with Chelsea. Agree or disagree? Okay. So I guess we can kind of dive into that later.
Yeah.
Also on the YouTube poll question, I just posed a simple one. Manchester United will beat Liverpool tomorrow. Agree or disagree? Can the run end? Or will that Liverpool, freight train keep just going down the tracks?
I think it's just going to keep rolling on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's that year. We've been talking about it. We talked about it on Tuesday's show. Just Liverpool's just a juggernaut this year, and it's basically one of those where it's like a plug and play.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who they're throwing out there. They
really
keep
doesn't.
finding ways to win.
Yeah. As long as they have a few consistent pieces in there, they're not going anywhere.
Right on. Yeah. So, yeah, we're just kind of, again, most of the 10 o'clock games have kicked off right now.
Yeah, we are underway pretty much everywhere here.
And earlier, I guess, there's not too much to talk about, I guess. The 7:30 breakfast game this morning, we saw Watford and Tottenham tie 0-0.
Yeah. I would say that's a win for Watford.
Yeah, their unbeaten streak kind of continues now.
Yeah, another black eye for this Tottenham team right now that seems to be struggling all of a sudden. So, and Watford definitely had an opportunity to win this game. Deeney had a PK saved. There was another good header opportunity that he had. So he continues to play well under Pearson. Just wasn't enough today to get a dub.
Yeah,
but he's definitely back in the mix.
Yeah, he's back in the good graces, as they were saying. When they had their manager from the start, he would get Troy Deeney would play one game, and then the other game, it was like there was a new manager. They brought back Kike Flores.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, he's had 2 starts this year under 2 different managers. But now it seems like Nigel Pearson's been playing him a lot. And
he's pretty much rolling
reaping the
him out
benefits,
there.
I guess.
Definitely. Makes that team better, without a doubt.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, man, what's Sheffield doing?
Just a corner for the Sheffield, the Blades. But yeah, what do you think about this game?
Well,
Arsenal, Sheffield.
Well, seeing Mustafi on the field, I might have gave Sheffield more than one goal because I think I made it pretty clear how I felt about him.
I mean, Arsenal's been in the news a little bit, not for anything on
good.
the field. Yeah, Mustafi's complaining about how he's getting criticized too much.
He's been crying for years. And
it's like, dude, maybe play better.
Yeah, you're on one of the premier clubs in Europe, like. You're gonna get criticized if you're playing like crap, especially because he makes bonehead plays.
Exactly.
A lot of this defense makes bonehead plays, and that's been the problem this year. So I'm interested to see. I picked Blades 1-0 in our picks this week. So again, it's kind of like a double-edged sword for me. Obviously, I'll be happy if Arsenal wins because that's my team. But if we can get that 1-0 victory and I can make up some ground on you,
I know
I would be very happy.
The gap's slowly closing.
Yes, another big week. I could be right there. So
I was going to say another perfect score prediction. I'm staring you. You're in my rearview mirror at like 4 points here.
Yeah.
I think what was it? Go over some of the picks that we had.
Yeah, we could do the picks that we picked for this weekend.
We picked the Arsenal Sheffield game. I said a nice draw, 1-1, and then you said 1-0 Sheffield.
Yes.
So
bold.
It's bold, but I mean, Sheffield's a team that doesn't really concede, and they don't score more than maybe 1 or 2 games. So
yeah, it was a good opportunity there. Just a little bit off the head of Musette.
I mean, I seriously think this could go 1-1. It just. With Aubameyang, he's suspended for that red card for 3 games. So they're going to miss a little bit of scoring with him out, but this is an opportunity for like Lacazette to really like step up and
Pepe to continue and maybe Martinelli to make his name. I mean, he's made somewhat of a name in some of the other play, but not much in the Prem yet.
Yeah, giving the young guy an opportunity now, probably for the next couple games here.
Yeah, I mean, this is typical Arsenal, though. They're just conceding another corner already.
Corners on corners.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're playing Saka in the back. You know, he's stuck playing back left. You got Maitland-Niles playing in the back right, 2 guys that are traditionally
really
not
defenders.
Yeah, so they're kind of going with some makeshift lineups till, you know, we talked about they're rumored to add some pieces here in January.
Yeah, I guess that was the good thing that they were in the news for. They, if you're a follower of maybe like PSG, Livan Kurzawa.
Yeah,
I believe he's French.
Yep.
French
27-year-old defender.
Outside back usually. I mean, I think he's pretty flexible where he can play in the back, but apparently he's getting looked at, or he would rather play at Arsenal than I think Inter was the other one.
Yeah, there's a major need for left back right now too, with Tierney still knocked up and Klosniak now he's banged up. So they could definitely use some help with that position, and this kid's a pretty good player, so I'd be happy to see him come on
Yeah, that'd be
over.
nice. And again, he's not like a super duper young where he's had a lot of experience already.
Yeah.
At PSG, so
he's relatively inexpensive.
That'd be a good pickup, honestly. I would.
Yeah. We'll see, because you know how these rumor mills go.
I know, it's silly season right now. We're in the
this
January 18. We're getting into the heart of it, because next week we said after these games probably we might see some movement.
Yeah.
Depending on how teams finish out, or if someone gets hurt, you need to fill a position or whatnot.
Yeah, see if there's any midweek scramble. But we got these games, and then we got the games coming up that we'll talk about them later in the show too, and I guess we'll do our predictions for the Tuesday, Wednesday games.
Yeah, it's special Tuesday, Wednesday, and I think there's one that was the makeup game Thursday.
Yeah,
the Arsenal.
Is it this week or
is it next week?
I think it's the next Thursday.
Week.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything this Thursday. I think it's just the Tuesday, Wednesday.
So is there FA Cup next weekend? Is that why there's no league games?
There's continual FA Cup. Oh no, there's a Thursday game, but it's not a makeup. It's Wolves Liverpool.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yes. The following week, there's a Wednesday. That's the makeup.
Okay,
the 29th is the makeup
Wednesday,
game.
Wednesday, Friday, because that's just the makeup game. Gotcha.
So Liverpool's got to play Sunday, Thursday, and then Wednesday again, and then the weekend again. So.
It's one of those where the games are going to come fast and furious again. I mean, like we said, it's today, tomorrow, then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday already.
Yeah.
So it's like the Christmas kind of period where it was each team probably played, 4 games in that, maybe 6 games in that span because you're playing almost 2 games a week. But again, you're trying to fit all the games in before the end of the season. So
Yeah, they're really trying to hammer them in there.
which, I mean, I guess
It's okay.
it's bad for teams that don't have the depth where they can rotate your side and you're pretty much gassed by the end. So.
Yeah, I guess usually if you're competing in all these cups and stuff too, you're generally a pretty decent team, so you may have a little bit more depth once some of these guys are eliminated. But the ones that go on, that maybe unexpectedly go on, now you got to figure something out. Like
tough.
the Villas, Villas still playing.
Yeah, the Carabao Cup that should be coming up, right?
Yeah,
that's second leg.
That should be coming up, I think, this next week or so too. Yeah, the second leg. They're still in it. They tied the first one 1-1, so they got a chance to.
Was that at the KP or was that?
I think that was at Leicester.
That's pretty good because you get a nice away goal.
Yeah.
To go in to bring it back home.
Let's see. I'll pull up Villa. They'll give me their upcoming schedule.
Word. But yeah, so the battle of relegation is going on right now as well. We see a Norwich team who is in the basement at 14 points. And then we see a Bournemouth team who has won 1 game in their last 11. Oh, man. Struggle City.
And we don't have them winning today.
No.
Neither of us. So
I'm putting a lot of faith in the Canaries. I don't know why, but
they're home. They're due for that elusive, month to month and a half win. And they're playing a team right now that just looks like they look like Watford did in the beginning of the year.
Right.
Bournemouth just looks bad. There's no cohesion.
Nothing, yeah.
There's no goal scoring. There's nothing. And that second round, the second leg is on Tuesday, January 28th.
Right on, yeah.
And that is at Villa, so they did get the away goal.
That's
so
big.
that's big for them.
Oh.
If they could play this wisely, they could have a chance here.
Right on.
And I think City was in pretty much control. They
Yeah,
won
they
that
won
first
3-1
one 3-1.
against,
So most likely City will be in the final against one of those two.
Yeah. Awesome stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of every time I look up, there's something going through a box or somebody just missing something. So
I could definitely see both teams pressing pretty hard for a win here.
Oh, Arsenal needs to play this game like they're like going to get relegated.
Yeah,
because they need to play every game the rest of this year as if they're still teetering on that top 10.
Yeah, I think Mikel Arteta just wants to prove that I can coach in this league.
Yeah, well,
and I can put a team out there and they're going to win.
I hope he does. There's a lot of faith put into him.
Yeah, there's a lot of faith.
Yeah, and being a former player and kind of having the tone of the team. And again, we talked about, and I know you're not a huge fan of it at all, but like the links to a guy like John Stones, what other links could that bring in the future of guys he's, had his hands on down in City, and, that could be a big plus for Arsenal going forward.
Yeah, I mean, I could see why, with him, Arteta, being a former assistant coach with Man City, like I could see his love for John Stones.
Yeah.
I mean, he saw him in training. I guess he must see something that maybe I don't see personally, but
yeah, I mean,
I'm not there.
There's got to be something there, and I mean, I know he was not really getting a lot of first team time, but you're also buried usually on a pretty good depth chart.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I was saying before, it can't be anything worse than running out there right now. If we're starting Mustafi, I would take John Stones over Mustafi any day of the week.
Oh, easily.
So,
where's Papa?
Knocked again.
Is he?
He's just.
What's up?
Got a goal.
Where?
Let's make sure it's not
where?
It's not jump the gun VAR yet, but looks like the old Saints just keep on marching, man.
What the hell?
And it's not Danny Ings.
No.
It's not Danny Ings.
It's Bednarak.
It's Bednarak.
Nice.
Or Bednarik if you were from Philly.
Yeah. Old Chucky.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, it looks like it's going to stand. Usually they don't post it on ESPN until it stands. Premier League's quick with it.
You got to wait. You got to think that if they win this game, Ralphie Hasenhutl's going to get an extension.
Yeah, like this guy's on fire right now. This team's on fire. He's got him playing.
And Southampton was one of those teams where we're like, well, I think they might go down.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the year. It's over. It's over. See it goodbye, and I'm like, well.
We picked that one too. We're off to a good start.
Oh yeah, 2-1 Wolves.
You had 2-1 Wolves, and I had
2-2.
2-2 draw. So we needed goals either way. So
one early is never good.
one early for you is not good
No.
because Danny Ings is due to get one.
Yeah,
so.
he's lurking in the shadows, waiting to pounce on a ball. But yeah, that's our first goal of the day.
Nice.
Early goal. But
Yeah,
before I was saying,
yeah, sorry.
the Norwich, the battle of relegation. We both put a lot of stock in the Canaries.
We did very early.
And it's bad to say because that we're picking Norwich over Bournemouth.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Especially since I had
bad
like this
on Bournemouth's part.
Yeah, I have this new little love for Bournemouth, finding out that, my ancestry was from that area, so and ever like you said, ever since that happened, they've pretty much tanked, and
you put the curse on them.
If we were picking this week and with our stats on the line, there was no way I was picking them as bad as they've been.
No.
So.
I mean, when you win 1-11, I'm not touching that.
Yeah.
But we thought it'd be fun to to throw it out there.
A little bit of entertainment.
To pick. And it could be 0-0. Who the hell knows? Knowing that game.
I wonder.
No one scoring. Or certainly Bournemouth hasn't scored much at all.
I wonder how much you could have won if you bet the first goal of the 10 o'clock games would come from Jan Bednarik.
Oh, man.
From Southampton, with City playing Palace and all the teams that are playing right now.
Hell, if you got that prop in just that game alone, you'd probably make out pretty good. It's probably like Danny Ings was like up there, and probably Jimenez was up there, and then after that, I would not.
Yeah, I didn't even look at. I wanted to see
like plus 1,100 for that guy.
See Hampton's lineup today. Digging that lineup.
Has Janipo been playing a lot?
No.
Shane
Long's back, so.
Oh, the old faithful.
Yeah, so they're running Long and Ings up front. With Redmond on one of the wings, Højbjerg and Ward-Prowse in the middle, and Armstrong on the other one.
Stewie.
Yeah.
Pierre-Emile Højbjerg.
That's awesome.
The Dane, I think.
Yes.
Oops, somebody's down for the Blades.
Ollie.
Oh. Looks like Ollie took a knock to the nuts. But yeah, what else did we pick? Oh, besides the Southampton.
So we had the Southampton Wolves, we had the Norwich Bournemouth,
and then the game tomorrow, Liverpool Man United.
Yes, yeah, we saved one for tomorrow, and then obviously the one going on right now.
We both put 2 into Liverpool, but you added a goal for
United.
And I might claim there's a shutout possible. It depends on which Marcus Rashford decides to show up.
Yeah, you never know anymore. So.
And Liverpool's running a streak of, what do you say, in all competitions, like 9 scoreless.
9 shutouts in straight in Premier League. 9 consecutive in Premier League.
Oh yeah, the only goals they were giving up in the FIFA Club World Cup.
Yeah,
right?
they gave up one there in that Carabao Cup that the U23s got smoked.
Right,
in, but that was it. Since. It's been a good month and a half since they've even conceded a goal in Premier League play. So
they're running on 40 in a row and also 9 shutouts.
So basically, I'm just absolutely nutty, and that's the not beauty of having to pick second. And it was either give Liverpool a third goal or try.
They haven't been scoring more than like 2.
They
recently.
really haven't. Yeah, every time we've picked them for a big nut, they haven't really done it. It's been. A lot of 2s.
They've been coasting for the most part, but they haven't been destroying teams. Really.
No, not like City does. Yeah. City will come out and just beat you up bad, but they're also the ones that will stumble and overlook teams, and they've had a few of those this year. So,
yes, they have.
Liverpool's consistency has definitely been there. You were right on with the preseason pick. I thought City was going to have enough to do it.
Well,
I mean, losing a guy like Laporte.
Last year, well, that was the whole thing.
They've not been
the same
team. Laporte
went down, that defense was just not the same.
Yeah, they have not been the same at all.
But that's the problem. They didn't address it in the offseason.
No.
They thought, well, we're fine, Laporte and Otamendi and,
Yeah, they thought these young kids that they had could
back.
come in, and they have not filled in.
Zinchenko's and what's the other guy?
Oh yeah,
Alan Gino or
I don't even think he's there right now. Again, I think they kind of gave up that project for a little bit.
Yeah, well, it was good to get Benjamin Mendy healthy.
Yeah, well, Mendy getting healthy was big, but they're talking Laporte the rest of this year.
Really?
Possibly, yeah.
I thought he was going to be. I thought they said he was at least training a little bit, maybe not contact wise, but he was at least running now.
I mean, at this point, I wouldn't rush him back. I would try and get him ready just for Champions League. I wouldn't even worry about him in the Premier. They're going to do enough to stay in the top 4.
Yeah,
no problem.
They'll finish second. I'm pretty sure they'll.
I know. I was
second.
convinced Leicester was going to do enough to finish second, but it's looking like City's kind of turning it back, and losing games like Leicester did to Southampton's not going to help. And they tie a lot more than City does. City might lose your occasional one, but they'll run 5 in a row, where Leicester might win 2 and draw 3 in that 5.
Yeah, and Leicester's been on a little bit of a
they've been a little.
I mean, granted,
not a skid, but
no. Well, they were doing so well in the beginning that I think anything less than what they were doing is shocking to us. But I mean, when you play Man City and Liverpool pretty much back to back, I mean, it's gonna happen. But
plus the cup games and stuff
they're
in,
the schedule probably got to them a little bit, I'm going to say. But, I mean, losing to Southampton at home, I guess, was just a little bit of a shock. That people are a little on edge now, ooh.
I think
hopefully Leicester can right the ship.
I think they tried to sit back and just get the point and cost them.
You can't do that in this league. You got to show up.
Yeah.
Because we've seen that hurting teams before where
far too often
they think they can just roll out there and win, and it's just not the case.
Yeah. Definitely not.
You're not just going to coast to an easy win.
No, that doesn't happen in this league, no matter who you are. Even Liverpool can tell you that this year. Mm-hmm. Even though they found ways to do it, some of these have not been easy.
Yeah, well, that's the difference. They have found ways to win.
Well, yeah. Late second or late minute goals, and they seem to just have that knack.
Yeah, I mean, when it's your year, it's your year.
Yeah.
When things are going right, which clearly – the last year and a half it's been going right. I mean, when you don't lose a game in 40 matches, it's a hell of an accomplishment. And right now, I don't really see anybody beating them. To be honest, I posed the question to see if maybe our Man United fans would be like, yeah, we got a shot.
Oh, a few of them will.
Yeah, FIFA Fortnite.
FIFA or Fortnite. Yeah.
He's probably still mad at us.
Yeah, he didn't watch our last Twitch, so he's probably still mad at us. I can say, though, watching this so far, the energy and the ball movement and everything about this Arsenal team under Arteta looks completely brand new. They seem to actually want to play, which is nice. I know there was some noise that Xhaka was on his way out. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
But he pretty much went and worked his own deal with Hertha Berlin.
Yeah, that was the big rumor.
So that could still happen, which is fine. But at least, Arteta's rolling him out there.
I'd say he's getting in the team.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's been there a while now, and he's been a good player for them. I know there was a big issue this year, and I get it, I guess, from his perspective somewhat. But he bailed on his team. He bailed on his club basically at that point. But things were really bad at that time.
Right.
And nobody was doing anything.
Yeah.
And
that made it a lot worse, too.
It really did. But I think that's what it needed to kind of be like, Unai's lost this team.
Right.
Like when you're captain and you're captain of Arsenal and you're throwing your armband off and walking off the field, there's a reason for it. And Yeah, they were frustrated. They were clearly frustrated playing under him.
Yeah, that was pretty much rock bottom, I would
Yeah.
assume, when the chairman's finally like, all right, we need to make a change here.
Let's see a nice ball from Ozil here.
Oh.
That was Pepe.
I think Sheffield's just kind of sitting in.
They are. They're going to
again,
see what Arsenal can bring out. They don't concede, yeah.
They'll hit you a little bit maybe on the counter. And
yeah, they're going to bring all 5 of those midfielders back every single time. And yeah,
that's what they do, man.
Yeah, you're playing 8 guys on defense and a goalie, and they're just And even those forwards will come back a little bit.
Right. Yeah. So we haven't really seen any other scoring besides that one Southampton goal here.
Yeah, it's been a pretty quiet morning, which I think our last show kind of went this way.
Yeah, it started out a little.
It was like, yeah, and then all of a sudden as we got into the second half of these games, it really started to pick up.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we won't be able to take to the end of the games. We'll be going to 11:30 today, but we'll have a little bit more going on by then. So,
always that last little 20-minute push that teams are going to have to do, I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
being down a goal or looking for a goal.
yeah.
Like I'm sure this game will probably go down to the last couple minutes.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Sheffield, you're probably here. You've already won the first one against Arsenal at home, so now you're on the road. Your number one objective is to get a result. So they're going to mainly play to not concede, and then if, like you said, if they can catch something on a counter, that's big for them. And that's kind of why I was thinking 1-0, just because of Arsenal is still susceptible to letting goals up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's always a slow start. But I think in this game we kind of predicted that there wasn't going to be much scoring.
No, I didn't think there was going to be a whole lot going on here. Like I said, I was hoping to be wrong. I was hoping this was going to be like, 3-0 Arsenal. They were going to pop out of a little bit of funk and get going. And
I'm surprised City hasn't scored already against Palace. No offense to our Crystal Palace.
I was gonna say
people.
we're just upsetting everybody now. Did you
That's what
see
you
the
have to do.
Did you see the tweet with them where they thought I was saying something offensive about them? Because there was a thing about like the bottom 3 teams, and I was just tagging them because they're such a good supporter group.
Right? Yeah.
And I was like tagging a bunch of different people in there. And they were like, "Are you trying to say something?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "No." I was like, "Not this year. You guys are actually really good. Like, you're playing well. You are not in the bottom 3 talk."
It's like, what are you trying to say?
Said I just thought you might want to, hear what we had to say about such subject, but you were not there.
I could see the confusion of
yes,
being like, "Hey, come on.
Yeah,
We're actually doing okay this year. What are you talking about? We're not in this conversation."
They said they did enjoy listening to us, so hopefully some of them are checking us out this morning, and I know you and I both talked about on the show the other day where we were pulling for them. So anytime we don't have a dog in the race, I like to see the upset. So
of course,
I would love to see Palace take City down today.
I think anytime City loses, it's always a good
yeah,
day for me.
It's always a good day.
But yeah, especially for our Palace supporters because they've been like the OG.
Yeah, straight up OGs. So thank you guys again.
And even like our new Blades fan.
Yeah. We got a few new people popping up. The Twitter's been getting a little bigger every week, so it's nice to see.
Yeah, we're trying to get the Sons of Ben guys. They just started a podcast, so hopefully we can have them on at some point before the MLS season starts rocking.
Saw the Union were out there ringing the bell with their new kits on last night.
I did.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
There was a tweet about that. I retweeted it. So.
It was a random 4.
Yeah. You didn't even know if they were actually players. It looked like they just grabbed like 4 models, and they're like, throw these soccer jerseys on. No one will know if it's you or not.
Everyone's like, yeah, welcome, everyone. And I didn't hear the crowd reaction, but I'm assuming it was like, yeah. Union.
We're still filing in.
It's like, this is the most random 4 they could have selected. Or it's the only guys that are back early for
I was going to say, they couldn't get Ali out there. He likes to be in the spotlight.
He's coming back from L.A. or wherever he was with hanging out with Kobe the other day.
Yeah. He's cool, though. I like him. I wish we would have got to meet him. Maybe this year we'll keep an eye out again for another pop-up. Swing over and find him somewhere. I'm sure he'll be doing some promo.
Yeah, that was we were trying to get Ali.
Poor timing. It was poor timing.
But that was right after the game where he went to the mic on the side and said, "Do something." To referencing gun control.
Yes. So then his public appearance was basically canceled the next day or 2 days after, whenever that was, a couple days after.
The liquor store didn't want to hire all that security.
Yeah.
Which I understand. Rightfully so. But then I did not know it was at Chickies and Pete's.
Yeah. Right down the road. We could have found him there.
I know.
Ooh,
nice
little
knuckler.
Yeah, I was going to say, nice little knuckler there. But to no avail, Terrera. Another guy that had high hopes for that kind of lost favor under Emery, but Arteta's been rolling with him too. Trying to keep him because he was complaining that he wanted to leave, and I think he's a good little player, and he just needs the right opportunity. So
I think Arteta's going to give a lot of guys an opportunity.
Oh, definitely. He's going to let some things play out and see what we can
Because obviously Unai didn't get along with, or the players obviously gave up on him, so.
He's got rocked, too.
In the face.
Oh, man, that's bad. He tried to make he tried to make a play on the ball. A foot was coming up high. He tried to avoid that, and it looked like it was just a massive deflection to the face.
We have a red card in the Bournemouth game.
No.
Steve Cook got sent off.
Oh, God. They're done.
Man.
They are done.
It just doesn't get any worse.
What did he do this time to get sent off?
It doesn't get much worse.
How does he
than that.
even have a job still? I guess only because Mifim got hurt now. So now he has to get back in the lineup again.
Stevie.
Oh, he sucks, man. I got rid of him when I started that franchise in FIFA. He was one of the first guys I sold.
Was he like a 72?
Yeah, something like that. 70. I think he's overrated. He's like a 76 or 77.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah. He's
bumping it up.
Yeah, he was gone quick.
You're like, yeah.
He's gone.
You're like, yeah, you're not staying on
He was the first guy that, when I took over and, during training and all that, to, not have the happy face. He had,
Hector.
And I was like, you know what? You're the only dick on my team with the little sad face. You're out. And
Yeah.
I got rid of him.
He'd be the guy that's like, Coach, I deserve more PT.
Timo on a PK.
Oh, that's probably why.
Yep. They're going to win this game. Bournemouth's done, man.
I can't wait to see the replay of what he actually did.
Bournemouth's done. Yeah, we'll see that at halftime.
It must have been a denial of a goal-scoring opportunity, I suppose.
I would suppose if we went, 31st.
If you go straight red, PK.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, Bournemouth, it's I mean, we talked about Eddie Howe.
Poor Eddie.
Time to pick a new team.
Exactly.
I mean, like I said, Arsenal was never dead. It was a little thing that we were all going through.
The Bournemouth thing.
The greatest of Arsenal fans were going through the same thing on Twitter. Not one of them can say that they weren't. So
everybody was jumping ship.
We were jumping bridges. It was
and you just jumped to the wrong ship. You jumped to a sinking ship.
I was trying to do the geographical right thing, and like I said, unfortunately, Hampton's been on the run. Bournemouth's been on the collapse.
You picked the wrong one.
Well, it was a 5-mile difference. I tried to go with everybody I knew from England said it would be Bournemouth.
Now Bournemouth fans
you
are
would
going
wanna
to be
go to the
calling for your
coast.
head because you jinxed them.
Hey, well,
They hadn't won in 11 games since you.
Your players suck.
Since you declared fandom, they have not won.
It's legit. No, they beat Arsenal.
Oh, that's right.
That was the only game they won. They
beat Chelsea too.
Yeah, they did beat Chelsea. So
that's just karma.
They beat
for
my
me.
team and your team. That was it. The only two.
Of course.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah.
But yeah, red card for Bournemouth. Steve Cook gone.
Oh, I didn't even look at this Norwich lineup. They're playing Alexander Tete, the Norwegian. He's captaining this game.
Nice.
Yeah.
2 Norwegians on the field. You don't see that. Josh King too. If Josh King is even playing.
Let's see.
I love it.
Look at Bournemouth's lineup here.
That 2-0 Norwich is looking mighty fine.
It really is. Yeah, well, now Cook's out, so they're going to have to –
Bournemouth couldn't score with 11 players on the field. You think they're going to score with 10 on the field?
No, they're playing Callum Wilson, Harry Wilson, and Fraser up front. And now they had to sub out Harry Wilson for Simone Francis to bring another defender in. So now you're just playing with Callum and Ryan Fraser up front in some makeshift thing, and that's not going to work well for Callum at all. No, Josh King's not even in the lineup.
Okay.
But he's not even in the 18.
Oh, another one for Southampton. Shane Long.
What? There's my 2. Now I need Wolves to do their thing and
Draw Kings, man.
get their 2 back. And I'll be right in business.
What did I say? 2-1 Wolves.
You said 2-1 Wolves.
Whoops.
So. That one's dead. The only thing you can hope for now is a 1 point for a 3-2 Wolves victory. So that's that's huge for me.
Ah, damn. Southampton.
But I need the draw. A
Hampton.
Hampton win doesn't do me any good either. I need Wolves to come back and get some goals.
The Hampton.
Yeah, man. Wow. Saints just marching
Watford
in.
and Hampton. Who thought they would be the hottest teams?
Right?
2 months ago, not me.
No, nobody. There's not one person out there that would have, in this business, that watches this league, that would have told you that those would be the 2 hottest teams in the middle of January right now.
Bizarre.
Yeah, it's crazy. And this one, man, no one can get anything going. There's some push.
It's been pretty entertaining from what I've seen.
Oh, yeah, every time I look up, there's definitely some excitement. There's a lot of ball movement.
But again, I mean, Sheffield's just going to sit back and just
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
hope to counter you up.
Grab your point at worst.
I like those Sheffield jerseys, though.
Yeah, they're pretty sharp.
The highlight here.
Pretty sharp.
Ooh, nice
Ooh.
pass.
Come on.
Anything else crazy going on? Nothing.
No, nothing right now.
That West Ham-Everton game, we haven't really talked about it, but
Yeah.
again, not much to talk
Are
about.
they even there? Is anybody even on the field right now?
We got a 0. Yeah. It could be one of those.
We could go over the lineups, I guess.
I mean, Sebastian Haller is starting for them.
I'll tell you what, though, for Everton, the best thing they've done, and they did it under Dunk, and give Ancelotti credit, he's pretty much stuck with it, is going back to that 4-4-2.
Yeah.
Because that team was designed for it. Running one striker up front was stupid of them for the
Your boy's
longest
starting
time.
up top.
Who's that?
They listen to you, Moses Keane.
Look at that. Did you see I tweeted that?
That's what I just said.
Yeah, because they did this whole little retrospect on Moses Keane. I tweeted right to him. How about you play him? Like, what are you're saying? Yeah, the kid loves to play. Like
He's like doing all this fancy shit.
yeah, you never play him.
Like
Good.
spotlighting him, and you're like, well, play him?
Yeah,
I guess?
maybe you should play him. Like, and they're playing him.
He's starting up top with Calvert-Lewin. Nice.
Nice. Let's see if that pays off.
In the usual.
So I guess our man Richarlison's getting the break.
Yeah. Well, yeah, with the games coming up, I guess.
Yeah. Smart. You're
Tuesday,
playing a bad
Wednesday.
West Ham team right now.
Bernard, Delph, Tommy Davies, Theo, Seamus, Mina, Mason Holgate, and Digne.
Yeah. Hey, it's been working since
It's a rotated
since
side.
Dunk's
I like it.
kind of gone to it, and
With
Schneiderling.
Schneiderlin's kind of all out of the picture.
Yeah, he
A
doesn't.
couple academy kids up.
Nice.
Anthony Gordon.
Nice.
This Umar Niasi.
Leighton Baines, baby. Good old Leighton Baines.
They went very defensive, though,
Yeah.
in their subs. Leighton Baines and Sidibe are on the bench. But
Yeah.
What's
Ooh.
West Ham have?
Oh,
What now?
Tucson. Crystal Palace.
Sunk Tyson. Nice. The on loanee from Everton, right?
Yeah. Crystal Palace, DC. Let's go. 1-0.
City.
And Leandro Trossard, 1-0
For
goals.
the goals. Now we're fast and now we're flying out of the gates here.
Yeah, we're going to make sure none of these are VAR'd, obviously, because they usually pop pretty quick, and then about a minute goes by till we find out official. Like I said, usually ESPN won't put them up official. I get them through the Prem app. So once we see them go official on there, we'll know. Or up on the ticker up here. So
On the old ticker.
the Crystal Palace goal looks like that's holding up.
Good to see Lanzini back for West Ham.
Yeah. Yeah, they were definitely missing him. He's been a
big to
good
get him
player
back.
for him. They were definitely dealing with some problems, some injuries.
I think they were just hot. Like Yarmolenko was on fire there at that stage where they were winning all the time.
I just think the move for Pellegrini was an unnecessary one, and they saw that. They were winning before him. They didn't need to bring him in. And then once they brought him in, they changed the culture, and then he started bringing in, his own little, guys that he liked to play, and it wasn't the same team anymore.
Right. Yeah.
So-
And I mean, Pellegrini, Moyes, it's like
Yeah.
the same guy.
Yeah, but Moyes had been there with some of these players.
Recycle boys.
Yeah, and he kind of, he understood So
Yeah, I get it.
yeah, it looks like all those goals that we announced are going to hold. So
Trossard. Nice.
Leandro Trossard, our man.
Good to see him back.
Show favorite. He got his
West Ham now.
Diop, man. Here comes the goal scorer.
I was going to say, we just had about 4 in a row here.
Of course, in every game but the one we're getting right now. But although for my pick, that's pretty awesome. I'm glad that there's no goals in this game. I'll take that Sheffield 73rd minute goal and call it a day. Just throwing that out there now.
I know. Well, we were just saying how it was starting so slow, the games, and then all of a sudden we get
we got a nice
furious,
pop. Yeah, we got a nice pop here.
Literally one after the other is like, doot, 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 doot. I was like, the red card's starting it off.
Bournemouth's going to have a tough time now in this game.
I said they can't score with 11 guys on the field. How are they going to score with 10 on the field?
Yeah. I'm really excited to see these halftime highlights, see what all these goals are really about.
It must have been a nasty
Must have been a nasty penalty to go straight red in a penalty situation.
Right,
so, yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing that one.
We're hitting the 40th, 47th.
Yeah, we're within a couple minutes
games.
of halftime. So, anything else in the just the world of soccer that happened between the last show and now? I'm trying to think of anything crazy that.
I don't know anything nuts.
There's still just this Chicharito to
Yeah.
Galaxy just won't stop. So if that doesn't happen, I'm actually going to be disappointed, even though I'm not a Galaxy supporter, just because of how much this has gotten going now. It would almost just be shitty for the league of MLS to not.
I mean, it makes sense.
Happen. It makes sense for everybody. Makes sense for him. Makes sense for the league. Makes sense for the Galaxy. I mean, it just, all in all.
He's 33 years old. He looks like he's 23.
Yeah. But
he's been around for so long, though. That's probably why people are like, oh, that makes sense. But, yeah, I think it makes sense for him. It's for the MLS to have a player like him and just a Mexican, international.
Yeah.
We already saw Vela. He killed it last year, obviously, MVP.
Especially in that L.A. market. Now you have two of the biggest names in the last 15 years of Mexican soccer on the two L.A. teams. That's beast.
And it's just going to make that rivalry that much better,
Oh,
too.
yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
Definitely. If you could get any better than Zlatan Vela and Zlatan just owning LAFC until that playoff game.
That's two of the most, well-known, besides, Ochoa. Probably the two most known Mexicans right now.
We got a pop, but it's unconfirmed. I have a Calvert-Lewin goal.
Ooh, straight
tying
back.
up the game.
He's been on fire under Ancelotti, too.
He has. He's one of those where I think it was similar to Frank and, Tammy, and was just just go play, dude.
Yeah.
You're a good young player.
Right.
Just go play your game. And a little bit of confidence boost sometimes from a new coach is big.
Oh, I mean, we've seen it with Delph. We've seen right there. He might be off though. Martinelli. We'll see.
Ooh, that's one of those.
Score alert.
Gonna be happy. It's gonna fuck my pickup, but I'll be happy. Like I said on the when we did the show where we picked these games, it'll be worth Arsenal winning and me getting my other 3 picks right and losing these points.
I'm happy either way. 1-0 at half. I'm sitting pretty.
Yeah. Actually, an Arsenal win, you get nothing either. So I'll take that Arsenal win, and we both just miss on this one. Especially with the way Norwich is looking now, that's going to be points one way for us.
Oh, he's on.
Oh, he's on.
Is that
nice.
Saka?
Nice ball. Yeah. Well, when you're playing
Who said he's not an outside back?
Well, he's not an outside back.
Ooh, that was a crazy.
That was a nice little deflection. Too. Yeah. He's a left midfielder, so that's left winger, pretty much left midfielder. That's a comfortable spot for him.
That deflection made the ball kind of
go right into Martinelli's. Yeah. That's a beautiful goal.
He's a good
Beautiful,
player.
Beautiful goal. Yes.
Arteta's like, come on.
I like it. Let's go.
This is a new Arsenal team.
This is a new Arsenal team.
New and improved.
Yeah, I said that under Emery the first 2 months, too, and then look what happened. So I'm not going to get nutty, but
real stale.
Nice to see. Let's get 2 now. Make sure Adam doesn't get 4 points on me.
No. We'll see. I mean, Sheffield likes to score a little later, you know.
Oh, yeah. They usually don't score in the first half. They like those late goals. I'm going to be really mad if they get that 73rd minute goal that I asked for now and it makes you get 4 points.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know. It's a tough task. I mean, it'd be a great win for Sheffield. Even to get a point, like, on the road at the Emirates would be huge.
I mean, it was a huge win for, I would say, up until recently, like, that win, beating Arsenal, even at home, was probably the biggest win in their club history at that moment.
Absolutely.
So, looks like we're hitting halftime pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, we're slowly getting there.
Slowly creeping into the half.
I don't know, any world stuff. Jurgen Klinsmann, our boy, our former U.S. international coach for the men, he had kind of a silly scenario. His coaching license ran out, so he wasn't allowed to coach. But he did renew it, don't worry.
Oh.
For all the
I was going to say, talk about a blessing in disguise.
The Hertha Berlin fans, he did renew it, his coaching license, and he was able to coach.
Oh, that's right. He's at Hertha, so that's where him and Xhaka would be paired up.
Jurgen, talking shit from afar.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, man. You had a pretty good team. The team that almost beat Belgium.
Yeah, he did. He had a good team.
I don't know what else he could have done.
Yeah.
I don't hate him too much. Maybe just because I met him one time, and I spoke to him for maybe a second.
Was he nice?
Yeah, he was nice.
Yeah.
He's like, hello. I'm like, hello. Oh, shit. He acted like a goalie.
Oh, what a...
What the
Why
heck?
would...
The keeper came out, and the guy went to chip it over, and he, like, stuck his, like...
How do you not...
Extended his hand.
You know that's
automatic.
Instant red card. Instant red. Like, why would you do that?
Just give up the goal.
Yeah, give up the goal. Either way, you're giving up a goal, pretty much.
He sacrificed his life for the team, basically. Because Luis Suarez did that, remember, in the World Cup? Where he was just like...
Yeah.
He blocked it, and he was like, well, make this PK then.
Yeah.
Like, I understand the logic. You're killing yourself for the team, literally.
Right, but now you're killing the team because
Actually,
now
that was a pretty good save.
Now they all, he should maybe look for a career change and move to goalie.
Great.
But
sprawling.
But you're hurting the team more than you're helping them because now the rest of the guys have to pick up your slack playing a man down. Your coach is messed up because now he has to make a substitution.
That's the shit I'm talking about. It's like, dude, like.
Yeah.
Do you want to play for Eddie Howe or not?
Clearly he doesn't. Like this sounds like that was his exit. Like
he's like, I don't give a fuck.
That was a big fuck you to Eddie right there. Like really, because now there's no way they're gonna do anything in this game when you can't. They couldn't score with 13 players.
Yeah. It's bad. I don't even know.
It's bad. So
I didn't think that was gonna be the case.
No.
Him acting like a goalie.
Yeah. I want to go see that again when we get to the highlights here.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, we're at halftime pretty much everywhere except the Everton game. It's almost right there. A couple of surprises, definitely.
Yeah. Started slow.
Didn't think Southampton would be up 2-0 at the half by any means.
Bundesliga.
Oh, your Dortmund boys.
Of course, we're losing 3-2 to fucking Augsburg.
He's not playing, is he? He can't be playing yet.
He did score.
Did he?
Yep.
First, nice.
Aaron Highland.
Did he come in as a sub?
Let's look at the lineup for Borussia Dortmund. He did.
That's big.
Yeah. We were getting our ass beat.
Augsburg's actually been playing a little bit better.
Augsburg. Yep, Aaron Holland just scored.
Like, literally just scored a minute ago as you logged that in.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. First goal. Welcome.
Yeah, everyone. Those that don't know that the young stud, the most talked about youngster, I guess, in the world right now.
Oh,
Aaron Holland.
Definitely.
He was on Red Bull Salzburg in Austria, and he was just killing it in the Champions League.
Yes.
And in the league. And he was getting looked at by all the biggest ones.
Yeah.
United, Spurs, Barcelona, you name it. And he chose Borussia Dortmund. Hey.
Yes.
And that's my team.
Gets a goal in his debut off the bench. So if he can get one more, that'd be huge. Get them drawn up in this game.
So we got a question for you guys.
Yes.
Rob Povia checks in on Facebook. He says, who do you guys say is the most dangerous player in the EPL, Salah, Aguero, or Danny Ings is starting to enter the conversation?
Oh, Danny Ings is definitely in the conversation.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Danny's
our man.
I mean, 14 goals for him. That's
Well, as we were saying on the
poacher-like stuff.
on the Twitch show, it's the percentage of how he scores.
Yeah.
Is his time compared to a lot of these other guys for his 14 goals.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. We got to look at that real quick. Sorry, I had to cut myself off. That's ridiculous, dude. Was he trying to use his head? No, he was just blatantly trying to use his arm.
He full sprawled out.
Yeah.
Look at this. He's like, oh,
Well, that's what I was trying to see. Like, was he just trying to reach his head there and, like, it caught his? No, he did. He volleyball tipped it over the top. What an asshole.
Good save.
Yeah, Pook.
Straight
Pook's
down
not
the
missing
middle.
those, man. Pook's surefire from that spot. So go back to what I was saying was.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I cut you off there.
It's okay. I know the goals.
Highlights right now.
Goals are coming in. I'll answer it after the goals. So
Trossard
I really
there.
want to see all these goals before the half. Second half starts.
Nice finish. Terrible angle.
Yeah. The kid's a player, man.
Yeah, just need a little bit more consistency from him.
Definitely.
Let's see this.
Ooh,
nice.
nice. That's a little training ground play right there.
Let's see the Saints Wolves highlights here.
Speaking of Saints, as we were talking about Mr. Ings, that's a beauty.
Nice finish
from
for
a defender, too. Yeah.
Bednarik. He really wrapped his foot around that. That was sweet.
Nice head. Shane Long, man.
He's always good. He's good in the air.
Especially,
that's his thing.
Everybody's looking to double Mr. Ings now, too, and put an extra body on him. So.
Oh, that's just bad marking.
Oh, terrible.
Diop. And then Calvert-Lewin, bad marking.
Oh, that
nice
was nice. Nice.
And there's
there's
nothing
nothing here. So going back to
sorry.
No, it's okay. It was
question.
just bad timing. Going back to answer the question.
Who's the most lethal?
Danny Ings, if you looked at the numbers, him and Aguero, both on goals per minute are the two highest right now because of the limited time that they get. So Ings wasn't starting every game.
Right.
He was doing a lot of stuff off the bench. Jadon Sancho just made it 3.
I see this.
And Aguero does the same thing. So I would say right now those are two of the most lethal. There's some guys that are starting to come up, though. I mean, if Vardy gets open space on you, he finishes.
He's a freak in that
Like,
regard.
he can make those runs
and
use his knees and the inside and outside of his feet, and he can make his finishes.
I would say, though, I mean, how could you not say Aguero is the most lethal?
He is, because he's 177
like Salah,
Premier League goals.
But I'm more afraid of Aguero than Salah.
Yeah.
And granted, Aguero's been around longer.
Yeah, he just has that knack. I'm almost more afraid of Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus is another one. If Aguero wasn't there, he would probably be scoring a lot more than he does.
Yeah.
He always – there's guys that just find the net. And he is a guy that finds the net no matter what.
I mean, you don't have 177 goals beating a legend like Thierry Henry's record for nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I would definitely say Aguero's probably the most lethal just because.
And he does it like –
he'll score nothing, and then he'll score a hat trick like he did last week.
He just finds a way. Like it's never pretty.
He's good at finding space.
Yeah.
And
I mean, but see, the thing is, you got to consider too. We always talk about De Bruyne. He has probably the number one passer in the last 10 years feeding him the ball.
Oh my God, yeah.
So what Ings is doing, he's probably doing a little more on his own too.
It's a different striker.
Yeah.
Ings is more of a poacher. I'd say Aguero's just a pure goal scorer.
Yeah.
He's not the tallest guy. He's
Yeah.
shorter than I am.
He'll
but
lay
he
out
just
for
finds
balls.
ways to,
he gets his head on things.
Yeah, for being short.
You're like, where the hell did that come from? Like, all of a sudden, they'll just send a ball, and he just finds that little path between the defenders and gets the ball in.
That's what I said. His kid is going to be insane. His godfather's Messi.
Yeah.
His I think his grandfather is Maradona, right? Because he married Maradona's
Yeah, I think
daughter?
Maradona's daughter. Yeah,
So he's got.
that's a pretty sick bloodline. We'll be talking about that kid and.
It's like, hey, who's your dad? Yeah, Kun Aguero.
Yeah.
And my grandfather's Maradona, and my godfather is fucking Leo Messi.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, so like the best Argentinian players like ever.
So he'll play tennis or something.
It'd be like D Wade's son, just going off the tracks.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
that's horrible.
I know. That was touchy, but no, I think he's gonna be. Look out for that little guy.
Yeah, definitely.
Isn't
Nomar and Mia Hamm's kid a player too? Doesn't he play? He's
not
young
sure.
still, but I think he's like.
I mean, that's like Zidane's kids. He's got like 3 of them, and they're
Yeah.
all like in Real Madrid's academy.
Yeah, of
And
course.
one's a goalie.
Nice.
I think the goalie's the best one out of all of them, Enzo,
Nice.
which is a sick name.
Yeah, Enzo Zidane.
Enzo Zidane? Come on. But
If
yeah,
it-
that's
If they're as big as their pop, man, that wouldn't be bad to have one in goal.
I mean, you have the bloodline for it. But yeah, Dortmund, nice.
Nice bounce back since you
3-3.
logged in there. Literally logged in at the 3-2 goal, and now it's 3-3. So,
What else is happening around the world?
anything on the poll questions yet?
I'll bring it up for you guys real quick.
Cool.
Hey, Luka Modric. Inter. It's funny. That's what my one buddy is like. Yeah, Luka Modric. I'm like, Modric. There's a C, bud.
Is everybody rumored to go to Inter now?
Yes.
It's like that.
Now that they're actually good and they
Yeah.
have Conte,
Yeah.
yes.
So the Facebook poll, Christian Pulisic has had a successful first season with Chelsea. 100% say agree.
Oh, okay.
100% say agree.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't disagree. I mean, it's probably not totally as some would have hoped and envisioned just
planned,
because
yeah.
of some of the injuries.
He probably couldn't have planned it.
But I guess to be facing what he was going through and like the timing of everything and all this stuff that happened right after the U.S.-Canada loss and him coming off and
He was, like,
crying
yeah.
and hadn't really done anything in the Prem to that point, and then to come and
It was right after that he got the
right
hat
after
trick.
that he gets the hat trick. Then he scores another one. Like, it's successful for an American kid on the biggest stage, on one of the best teams in the biggest stage to be making an impact for that team. I would take that as a success.
And he sat down with a few people. He sat down. Good Morning America had a piece on him that I still like to see, and somebody else. There was an interview. I don't know who it was. I think it might have been NBC. He sat down with Lee Dixon, maybe.
Nice.
So
Good old Lee Dixon.
Yeah. So there's, I mean, he's been, the savior. He's the guy that's supposed to lead U.S. soccer to the promised land, and he's going to be in that microscope his whole career.
Yeah. He better.
how it is.
I mean, he.
There's huge pressure on him because
this
if he
group
doesn't
has to get us to a World Cup.
if he doesn't produce and we don't make it to the World Cup again this time around, it's going to be like monumental failure
Yeah, absolutely.
of, developing young kids. And they put out a starting 11 that I hope comes to fruition with these young kids like, Josh Sargent up top, Pulisic on one wing. You got like Paxton Pomykal in there, Tyler Adams, McKinney, Tim Weah on the other wing.
That would be nice.
And then defense like Reggie Cannon, Long,
Dest.
on the other wing, or other back.
That,
Goalie, whoever, Stefan, or
Yeah.
if another young kid comes, calling, I guess.
yeah, I was going to say, it's probably right now it's Stefan, and then Guzan's probably still number 2.
Yeah. I mean, you got World Cup's what? 2 years?
yeah,
technically
Guzan
from
won't
now.
be on that squad, I don't think, by then.
I mean, we got to qualify first.
Yeah, exactly.
Before we.
Yeah, let's not count our chickens, as they say, because we still have quite some time before that's actually.
Yeah, we'll see. They just announced the U.S. men's team that they're playing a friendly against Wales in Cardiff in March, and then the Netherlands in Amsterdam.
Well,
so that's 2 big tests
That's
for
good.
us.
And I was just saying how the other day we were impressed with what Mexico was scheduling for themselves as far as friendlies go.
Yeah.
And that the U.S. hadn't done that in a while. To see them schedule against 2 teams, because I think Wales is, a lot of people don't realize, one of the, I would say, top 10 teams in Europe.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, with Bale, Ramsey, some of these other guys.
Yeah, Harry Wilson and Meafham's out now. But they have some good players, so I would expect them to make a little bit of noise in the Europas. And obviously we talk about the Netherlands being one of the best young teams.
I mean, yeah. I feel like they're like the Belgium 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Where that young core is really...
Unfortunately for Belgium, it never turned into anything.
No, but they still have a chance.
It still could.
This World Cup, I think they're the favorite.
Oh, yeah. I had them favored.
Them and France,
going into
probably.
the Euros and the World Cup, I think. Both.
Yeah, we'll see. We got the Euros this summer.
Yeah, I'm pumped up for that.
So we'll see.
It's always a good tournament.
I mean, Belgium, you could go down their roster. Granted, some of the guys are kind of on the back end of their careers, like their defense, like the Vertonghen's and
Outer Wild.
Yeah, Toby. But
Sure, Company won't be playing.
I doubt it.
No, be coaching or.
But they have really young attack. I mean, with Lukaku, Origi, even.
Yeah.
Coming off the bench.
Trossard probably gets some
De Bruyne,
of that.
Hazard.
Yeah.
They still got it.
Oh yeah.
Courtois is their goalie. I mean,
yeah.
I would still say they're probably the favorite. I'd like to see
Yuri
those
Tillmans
odds.
probably gets a little burn.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Definitely after
Dennis
what he's
Pratt.
done this year. And
It's a good young core.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I
Reggie
think
Nainggolan.
Nainggolan, yeah. But yeah, we're just kicking off here in the
second half.
Second half.
Ooh, keep it in. That kid's quick, man.
Arsenal on the attack, jumping on him early.
Oh, they called that? What was that, off? I guess he was off. Yeah, Arsenal's trying to come out like gangbusters and grab an early second goal, which would be fantastic for me as a fan. Keep you out of the points.
Yeah.
So Spurs were denied by VAR.
It was like that much.
Yeah.
The ball did not cross.
Hey. Well, the whole
ball has to cross. That's the rule.
And even before VAR, they had a goal line decision system in for a few years now. Yeah,
over the head thing.
Yeah, before anything else was looked at. So
there's no gray area there. It's like the whole ball has to be
It's
over.
the complete opposite of our football. Our football, the tip has to hit any part of the line. In this, literally, the entire ball has to be over the entire line. So
yeah,
it's like hockey. Hockey's the same way.
Right.
Puck
the whole
has
thing has to be over the line.
Yes.
But yeah, it's
So we're roaring into the second half of these games.
Yes,
I guess.
sir.
You want to go down like the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, these upcoming?
Sure.
Maybe do a few picks in there.
Sure.
Because I don't know what our schedule is going to be like this week. We might do a little tweaking. I know we talked about. So we'll figure that out.
For sure. Let me see what we got next week.
I'll be able to get those picks out before they actually go off.
Yeah, there's a lot on Tuesday.
Big Tuesday slate.
Tuesday, 2:30.
We know what we should be doing on Tuesday. At 3:15. We should be sitting somewhere watching that game.
Chelsea, Arsenal.
Yeah. Feel like we need to
Me versus you.
We need to be somewhere doing something watching that game. So
Me versus you.
yeah, man.
At the bridge.
At the bridge.
Yes.
Actually, I'm really excited for that Sheffield and City game too.
Sheffield's got a tough little schedule here.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Get Arsenal on
But
the road.
they've played part of that tough schedule already, and
Right.
they're still sitting in the spot that they are.
They're beating teams who they're supposed to beat. Let's just say that.
Yeah, and then they're beating teams they probably weren't supposed to beat. So
City and Liverpool controlled them pretty good.
yeah, they were a bad bounce away from drawing Liverpool.
Yeah.
In the one
And Arsenal's controlling them decently now.
right now, but it's early.
Again, they're not flashy. No one's ever said that Sheffield is this flashy team.
I just don't know what Arsenal's defense is going to do, if they're going to hold up or if they're going to crumble like they were doing under Unai, because they've seen this situation so many times.
This guy's delicious balls in the box.
Oh, I
Saka.
mean, his service is phenomenal. It's where he's lacking the defense because he's not a defender, and that's what scares me. I'm never complaining about it. A kid's 17 years old. He's an absolute talent.
What were you doing at 17?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I love his entire game. I love him on the wing. But right now, Martinelli's holding up that spot, and they needed somebody that could at least go back and try to play some defense back there. And the kid's done it admirably. It's just not his position. So you're still at a disadvantage when you're throwing a kid back there like that. And
Right, yeah.
in this league, too, to just say, all right, go ahead, go play left back, have fun.
Good luck.
Cover some of the best right wingers in the world. But
Ain't easy, but, man,
Yeah.
he's been whipping in some serious good crosses.
yeah,
here.
he's fast, too. Like, look at that footwork. That footwork's
And
beautiful.
drawing,
Oh,
advantage.
come on.
He's going to pull it back.
Yeah,
Yep.
pull it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull that back.
No, I want the blades.
Now that my 1-0 score's not going to come out, I gotta go root for Arsenal.
Oh, man. I mean, Wednesday there's not – you got Leicester, West Ham. You got Spurs, Norwich. And then United, Burnley. Not great.
Thursday's a good one.
Thursday, Wolves, Liverpool. Well, Wolves are going to be on the hurt if they lose here to Hampton 2-3-0.
So it looks like Palace Hampton's probably a picker,
Yeah,
the way things are going right
Right.
now. Obviously, Chelsea Arsenal.
Avi.
We could probably do Sheffield City if you really want to try to.
Yeah.
Unless you want to sneak a Wednesday. We could just we could leave that out and force a Wednesday game. Spurs Norwich.
Like,
Hey, you never know. Spurs have not been playing well right now.
no. Norwich could be hot for winning one.
Yeah, winning one against a short-handed
10-man
Bournemouth team.
shit team.
Yeah.
Bunch of U23s
That
out
should
there.
that should be 8-0 game.
Oh, they should be destroying them, but
Yeah, and they're
it's
not.
Norwich.
They're probably like, let's just sit on this one
we're good.
lead now. Yeah,
Daniel Farke's like, please, I want to save my job.
yeah, we need these 3 points bad,
I mean, that's huge.
bad.
That is huge for Norwich. You're just drawing 3 points closer to Bournemouth being.
Yeah, so we don't need to break down every game, but we can at least do our 4 picks
Yeah.
for this coming week.
Yeah, I don't mind. Palace, Sheffield. That's
Palace,
Hampton. Sorry, that's for sure.
That's in there. Chelsea Arsenal's in there.
Yep.
And Wolves Liverpool on Thursday's in there. It's just a matter of what we're gonna do. Wednesday's my birthday. For anybody that actually cares, I don't care because I'm just getting old and it's not one of those exciting years. So
Not yet.
no, got a couple till the big 4-0.
Then it's big time.
Yeah.
Then it's the over the hill shit.
Yup.
What was the other game? Palace, Southampton, Chelsea, Arsenal.
Thursday, Wolves and Liverpool.
Right.
We just got to sneak one more in there. If we're going to do a Wednesday or if you want to get nutty and do Sheffield City.
I mean, we can do Sheffield City, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't – there's nothing that's that exciting on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Leicester should dominate West Ham. Spurs really should handle Norwich and get back on track. And United pretty much should have no problem with Burnley.
Yeah. Any other goals?
Nah, I haven't
Yet,
seen anything pop
before
yet
we get into
before
these
we get
picks.
into those. So nothing. Oh, we got a Wolves goal.
Wolves pulled one back.
Pedro Neto. with
Yeah.
a 53rd minute goal. So right now,
I'm looking good. Or you're looking good.
I'm looking good.
You had the draw 2-2.
Yeah.
Draw
You had the
games.
right score, just the wrong way right now.
Damn it. Oh, almost.
You're looking better in this game because
We'll say. Well, Chris Wilder's got to be like, all right, here, boys, let's go.
yeah.
But then you get this. And
Yeah.
you get countered.
Nice. Nice ball though, Ozil. Ozil even looks like he's got a little pep in his step with Arteta here. So
Yeah.
that's promising. That's very promising.
He wasn't a huge fan of Unai.
Dude, you got to look back at Unai. Like, everything he did was pretty much a failure.
Yeah,
Like,
he didn't get the best out of anybody.
He brings in Dennis Suarez, and you're like, oh, man, they're both from Spain. Like, he handpicks this guy, a kid that wasn't getting time at Barca, because unless you're a super, super stud, you're not going to get time at Barca.
Right.
But you're like, he's been around really good players. Like, this is a perfect kid to come in. Comes in, plays really good his first game, and then just goes, like, gone.
Yeah.
And it just disappears, and now
Where is he at?
I don't even know.
Is he on loan?
He went back to Barca. Like,
Oh,
we
he did?
basically returned him. Because
Oh.
I guess you can basically return them and work out a loan for another player at a later time.
Oh.
So Barca kind of owes us another player some point down the
Interesting.
road. Yeah, because it was pretty much, return to sender. No thanks.
It's like we don't want this anymore.
Yeah.
It's broke.
Which I was disappointed. I had high hopes for that kid. I thought he was pretty decent young talent. And just
Didn't
fell
work
out of favor real quick with his own guy, which was kind of discouraging.
Yeah, it's like the coach wanted you in, plays you, won, and then it's like, maybe I don't want him anymore.
Yeah,
Weird.
very weird.
So Rob says, happy birthday to you, Bri.
Thanks,
He
man.
said, not old, prime of life. At least that's what I tell myself, being on the plus side of 40.
Yeah, man. I feel you. We're just getting started here. We are just getting started.
Second half of life.
Yes.
The second period.
Yeah, even college basketball doesn't play halves anymore. That threw me off the other day. I was like, they always just played halves
Mm-hmm.
for the longest time. Now they play quarters.
Women, at least.
Yeah, the women do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you want to pick? Do you want me to start the Palace? Southampton.
I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember this week who picked first. You could. I think I did, didn't I? Didn't I pick Sheffield
I think.
above anything? I don't know. Yeah, go ahead. Pick first.
Sure.
Palace Southampton.
Palace Southampton. Let's see. Who? Palace at home. Palace is beating City right now.
As of now, yes.
As of right now.
It is still happening.
Southampton's hot though.
They're in fuego. See how
let's
this
see.
one ends. They did
Again, yeah, I'm picking this while games are still in progress, but
I know we had to jump the gun a little bit, but
I don't know. I think Southampton can get a win. Maybe like a 2-1 win. I'll go balls to the wall.
okay.
What do you think?
Are
Are you going to go with our Crystal Palace boys and girls?
I feel bad because every time I go with them, they lose. So I kind of made a vow for them that I won't pick them, and hopefully in the long run it will work out for them.
Right.
So I guess for their favor, Hampton's been hot. I'll just 1-0 Hampton on the road.
1-0 Hampton on the road.
Yeah, two teams that don't score a ton generally, so I could see it being a safe play, and Hampton steals one.
Maybe Shane Long goes back in the lineup.
I really wanted to pick Palace. I'm doing it as a favor to them because I've screwed them every time this year I've picked
You're
Palace.
helping them out.
Yeah, so I'm actually helping you guys by not picking you as much as I actually really wanted to pick you.
Yeah.
So
You're sticking to that.
yeah, that's
Sticking-
that's a favor to you that I came up with a few weeks ago, and I'm gonna stick with it.
Hold with it.
Yes. So next,
Yeah, Sheffield Man City. You can start this one.
oof, I see what you did there. I know.
Yeah, I did on purpose.
Yeah, you're a sneaky little bastard. Sheffield, Man City. Who wanted to pick this game?
I don't know.
Let's see.
It seemed right.
It did. It did. Let's go 2-1 City.
Mm.
And I'm going to even go out on a limb and say that Sheffield probably gets the first goal in that game.
2-1 City.
Yep. And City finds a way to get some late action. And
I'm going to say 2-0 City.
okay. Sheffield hasn't shown you too much this game to give them a goal against
They
City.
just don't, no.
If you can't score against Arsenal, who can you score against?
And Sheffield didn't score against Liverpool. Granted, nobody does, but
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
bad turnover right there.
They're not showing me much here.
You got to make them pay, Arsenal. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, man. So, Chelsea-Arsenal on Tuesday. 3:15.
Wow.
No, but Burnley's not good either. That's it. 2-2.
2-2.
Heard. What about Wolves-Liverpool? I don't even know.
Yeah, I guess we just had to pick it because it's a different day.
Yeah, I mean, Wolves, knowing them, they'll probably get a 2-2 draw, and you'll get 4 points, and I'll fucking be mad at myself for not picking them.
Oh, in this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you have the opportunity to pick first, and you
know
haven't
Wolves.
pulled your draw card, so could the Wolves draw Liverpool?
No way. Not happening there. They can draw Southampton right now, but they're not going to draw Liverpool. Again, they're just not beating teams a lot. I'll say, oh man, let's go 2-1 Liverpool? No, 3-1. I'm going to go crazy this week.
3-1.
3-1. That third goal. Wolves will be pushing late, and then they'll get caught out.
Let's go 2-0 Liverpool.
It's a safe pay.
Figure they might end up with the shutout this week and just keep that shutout streak going. Crystal Palace DC just tweeted out, we all know where this is headed, right?
Yeah.
Because they already know. Like
They know it's going to be a draw coming up.
They're
going to
or a loss, a 2-1 loss late in this game. But
don't say that, guys.
I know.
Come on.
I just tweeted to them that we were literally just talking about them. So
Keep the faith, boys.
hopefully some of them are tuning in and they're watching. And yes, we're keeping the faith with you. We would love to see you pull this upset over City. Hey, we just got a wave. Hi, guys. We see you. Finish this off. You got 30 minutes.
Hola. Hola, hola, ayo, ayo. Hey, there's Aubameyang
30 minutes.
up in the stands,
Yeah.
drinking some wine,
It was hot chocolate.
not giving a fuck. How about this turnaround with Haaland in the game?
Oh, wow. Did he get any more of those?
Dortmund 5-3 after being down 3-1.
Wow.
He did. He had a fucking hat trick.
Game changer. Hat trick on his debut. Hat trick on his debut.
Let's go.
That kid is legit, man. That kid is 100%
Let's go.
legit. Wow.
Hat trick on as a substitute.
Wow.
He's the
Off
real deal.
The bench.
He's 19 years old too, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I saw Bleacher Report. He had 2 goals in 17 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Stud.
insane.
Stud. Dude, he had 8 goals in a game for Norway in the Euro qualifiers.
That's right. He's another Norwegian.
And didn't he have, 5 goals in 3 Champions League games? And
Yep.
then they benched him in the final Champions League game because if he would have played, it would have messed up how they could have transferred him. So they had to bench him, and they knew they weren't advancing at that point anyway.
Right, yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, in your first 3 ever Champions League games at that age to get 5 goals, and that was with Salzburg.
Yeah.
So, yeah, kid's just he's 100% legit, yeah.
I mean,
Only needed 3 minutes to score his first goal. Man, that's crazy.
yeah.
That's crazy. Nice pickup. That could turn, dude. That could change the whole season.
He scored 3 goals in 20 minutes.
Because Bayern's not lighting the world on fire right now.
No.
Leipzig could be bound to falter. They can't. I don't know if they can keep that up. Dortmund's not that far back.
There's a lot of teams that are kind of – it's a weird league. It's a weird Bundesliga season now that Bayern, again, is kind of like,
That's the tweet from Crystal Palace DC right now.
sweating.
Just sweating. Oh, Wolves tied it up. Let's go. 2-2. Let's hold that score. Raul Jimenez.
Damn it.
I need those 4 points, baby. Let's go.
Freaking knew it, too. Draw kings will be draw kings. I just pulled my draw card out too early with this game.
Yeah, you did.
That's all right.
I was banking on that.
Set me up.
Hey, all this time
Damn
you're
it.
always setting me up. So
Well, come on, Norwich. Grab a second goal. Maybe I'll feel a little better about myself.
yeah, right. Yeah. What were the scores on that one? You had 2-0,
I had 2-0
and I had
Norwich,
2-1.
and you had 2-1.
So yeah, my chance of 2-1 is pretty much.
And I had
completely
1-1 in
shot.
this, and you
Yes.
had 1-0 for Sheffield.
Right. So right now, best case scenario for me, Arsenal holds on to a 1-0 win. For you, obviously, you need that Sheffield goal.
I need a
Norwich
Sheffield, a Norwich, and a Wolves goal to make it 3-2. Now I'm just rooting for them. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah. Well, that happens a lot. There's a lot of times where I'll be looking in the 60th minute, and I'm like, ooh, 4 points are coming, and then nope, late goals. So we won't have an on-air reaction, unfortunately,
Damn it.
to our points, but on the next show we will definitely be talking about how these things finished up, and
Yes, indeed.
got some subs, it looks like, firing up now
Yes, indeed.
at that point in the game, hitting around the 65th to 67th minute in all these games.
Yeah, once we wrap up here, it'll be like that 70-minute push.
Yeah, it's right on like about that 70-minute mark. I think going forward, what our plan will be if we completely do the Saturday switches, maybe to start while these games are already going.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the way we see the first 30 minutes. What did we sit here? There was hardly any goal scoring.
Yeah.
So
Right,
if we
yeah.
if we go an extra 30 minutes later, we'll be able to take it right up to the end like we did that one game, and that was awesome. That was real fun. So we'll get that going. Work out a new schedule coming up here.
So from your guys' teams aside, what team in the Premier League has surprised you so far this season? What team has disappointed you so far?
Well, definitely. I mean, outside of this game,
I would say Sheffield is
can't.
probably the biggest surprise.
Sheffield's definitely one of the biggest surprises. I would say what Southampton has done of recent has been a bit of a big surprise too, because they looked completely dead in the water.
Yeah,
Biggest disappointment by far, I think, for both of us. I don't want to speak for you, but Everton.
Yeah.
Because when we first started this, even before we were on A2D, we did a preview show, and we were both pretty high on Everton this year. Thought with the talent that they had, and
Yeah,
they
on
were
paper they looked like a
like-
top six
Yeah.
side, and
they've
Not
clearly
at
have not
all.
been. So they would definitely be one of the biggest disappointments. Obviously, Bournemouth recently is a monster disappointment because they start off the season like they always do. And that was one of our go-tos, Bournemouth being Bournemouth.
yeah,
You know they're going to be an ups and down type team and fluctuate, but to just be on the skid that they've been on, this thing's not looking any better today. So
yeah. The chairman for Bournemouth is going to have to make a tough decision here coming up,
yeah.
whether to keep Eddie Howe or just let the chips fall pretty much, and you're going to the championship, and who knows if you ever get up again.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Cook would never play another game for me. If Eddie Howe
That was ridiculous.
if Eddie Howe stays the manager, that dude's even when he gets back from that red card,
like he wasn't even trying to like hide it. He legit like
yeah.
full bodied
Yeah.
hand out.
And he didn't even know if there was a defender, but there could have been a defender on the line behind
Yeah.
him that could have made a play on that ball. He just blindly took that shot like an idiot. And
Well, going forward, he could be a good backup goalie now.
yeah,
That was a pretty good save.
yeah, they could maybe use a good backup goalie to my boy Aaron Ramsdale.
Yeah, Ramsdale's good.
That kid's a good player too. And
There's a lot of good young goalies in the league.
unfortunately, he's
Dean
stuck on
Hendy.
that really bad team. And
I mean, we talked about it last week when we kind of went over
Yeah.
the first half. Even this Vincent Guietta, Palace fans obviously know him very well. Ooh.
ooh,
Hi!
that's going to
Right.
VAR. That's a penalty. He was still in control of that
Oh,
ball. I don't
shit,
know with
yeah.
that defender.
Yeah, that's a PK.
That's a PK.
No.
No penalty.
Oh.
Maybe because the placement of that other defender saved his ass. Because the way that he made contact on the ball And then the
That
next
touch-
defender made the next touch. If he didn't make that, you would have had to call that a penalty.
He had that touch, and then usually when you step in like that and you bundle the guy over, they usually call that.
Yeah.
I think they got away with one there, honestly.
Well, I guess it depends on who's there and if they're taking the player into consideration, because Pepe is a little bit of a reckless.
Right.
So maybe they were thinking part of that was on him.
He's also a little newer in the league. He
Yes.
doesn't have that rep.
He doesn't
to
get
be
that
like,
rep yet.
Yeah, you don't get that call.
Oh, man, did you see that?
Martinelli's a stud.
Oh, he's so good. Another one, 19 years old.
Good find. What team did he come from? Was he a Brazilian team, or was he in France or something?
Where the hell was he? I did the when I did that video
Oh, yeah.
for Arsenal.
Ooh, we didn't even talk about Villa. They lose this. They're in that territory of starting to be like, do you fire Dean Smith?
Yeah, right?
Because they're on a pretty bad slide here as of late.
He was at Il Tuano Football Club,
Brazil?
Sao Paulo.
Nice.
Yeah. The Sao Paulo State League.
Nice.
Yeah. Serie D.
Ooh, tough. Fourth tier.
Yeah.
What a find.
Yeah, nice find. Dude, if they're from Brazil, just take a shot on them. That's all I can say. It's worth the gamble.
It is a football factory.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't think anything else has been going on.
No, we haven't had no.
Besides the Wolves drew one up, but still waiting on that Norwich. Need that Norwich,
You're
man.
still
You gotta
begging for that
score.
Norwich second goal.
You're man up. How do you not score?
Pookie just got saved.
I
Dude,
need
Palace is still down to 20 minutes now for Palace. Can they hold tight?
I mean, this would be very City, right?
Man, there's a lot of things that could change here, so quick rundown before we go off.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
Norwich still up 1-0. Arsenal up 1-0. Brighton up 1-0. Palace up 1-0. 2-2 Wolves and Hampton. 1-1 Everton West Ham. Things are bound to change.
I said it's the witching hour
Yeah.
right now, 70th minute.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's going to be pushing for that last either equalizer or game winner.
And a lot can change before the next time we talk to you on Tuesday.
Yes. So keep an eye out on our Twitter. I'll be trying to keep everything up to date in my travels. Got to head over to Philly
I'll say
now.
I'll help you out.
Yeah.
Whatever I can do.
Word.
I've been trying to get the Instagram rocking and rolling. Oh, I just got the crew call, even though I'm not going.
Well, our man, looks like our man Hallen's going to win Player of the Week. Definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday talking usual time, 5 o'clock, talking these games. And then, again, we'll kind of get more in depth on the games that will already have happened, right? On Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll see how some of our picks made it.
A full slate, and we'll kind of, go from there. Everyone have a great weekend.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in for another great Saturday show. And there should be a lot more games. Good game tomorrow. Liverpool, Man United.
Yes, tune in.
And,
Catch the end of these.
we'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Later.